Warning, we are a spoilers podcast. At times we are also an offensive podcast. And we are most certainly a verbally explicit podcast. So if you fear for any of your delicate sensibilities, please back up now before you reach the point of no return. Alright, pussies, this is your final warning. Hello everybody, good evening, morning or afternoon delinquents. If you're listening, this is Omar. Welcome to the informative and educational Cinematic Anarchy. We have here our friends and yours. Here we have Christopher.
How are you folks?
We have Miss Nicole.
Hello.
And we have Seth.
Or Zeph.
Spell Z-E-F. And we're here, Cinematic Anarchy. Tonight we're talking about Tromeo and Juliet.
Yes, this from the What the Fuck Did I Just Watch edition of Cinematic
goodness.
Anarchy.
Definitely a good name for that edition. It was very off the wall.
Yeah.
I needed to take a fucking nap after this.
Originally, when I hear Tromeo and Juliet, you think it's going to be more like just bad acting along the Romeo and Juliet aspect. I was completely wrong.
Well, it's from one of my favorite companies, Troma, and Troma is notorious for, low budget films, bad acting, and like I was telling Miss B earlier, one of their mottos is why pay for a good actor when you can not pay for a bad actor.
Exactly.
I think that also goes for their directing and scripting and pretty much every bit of the set.
Yes, this was... You had everything. Incest, softcore porn, all kinds of violence.
Jokes based off of the Catholic Church.
Ever so badly executed.
Men beating women like just tearing apart men.
Yep.
Just...
self-goring, basically. Yeah, there's that
self-mutilation.
Homeboy eats popcorn out of this girl's
Self-mutilation.
split open stomach.
So
this was pretty much a lot.
There's a lot
I
to
don't
take
understand what happened. Why does this exist?
So I want to first just start off to my good friends sitting around me here. I want to apologize to each and every one of you because I had never seen the movie before and I did not know what it entailed, and everybody got surprised.
I got
Oh my
surprised.
Surprise.
Halfway, I'm gonna say pleasant because I was crying laughing with all the crazy stuff that happened. I laughed to tears. But yeah, this is crazy. That's one movie that couldn't have come out of a sober mind.
Absolutely not.
The just beginning to end.
Juliet, I swear to God, looks just like Pam from The Office, and it killed me the entire time I'm watching this movie, and I'm like, Pam, what are you doing?
Pam does porn.
Put on your shirt, Pam. Close up your stomach, Pam.
She does, now that you mention it. It's true.
Pam does porn.
Probably we should have a segment now. I think this movie have given me the idea of us. We should take bets on what drugs whoever created this was on.
Oh, this person was definitely smoking meth.
Yeah, that was something. Yeah,
I got crystal meth in my underwear.
Exactly.
Like the first guy at the beginning.
Yeah,
Something
one of the
extreme.
first lines is, I got crystal meth in my underwear. You want to go downstairs to the bathroom and snort some?
They were probably shooting meth.
Well, they were shooting something in that one scene.
Yeah.
When they go to Fu's place.
Fu Shang,
yes,
He
the
runs
apothecary.
an opium den.
Yeah, that's opium.
There was some opium there.
I'm sure it is.
There was the
I'm
one
sure
person
there was.
smoking the big opium pipe.
That's one of my favorite lines of the movie. I'm Fu Shang, girl. Get over it.
I mean, I love Troma movies just because they are notoriously just balls to the walls exploitive all the way through, and they don't pull any punches. They make their jokes without any apologies, and that's because they are so low budget that they can afford to just say, fuck it, let's throw out there whatever offensive crap we can and make it stick. I'm sure
most of this movie are very unpredictable, but this one definitely takes the cake in unpredictability, because just when you think you've seen
Romeo and Juliet,
just when you think you've seen enough bullshit in a movie,
they throw more bullshit in.
Something else happens that just took it for the last one.
They just
that you thought it was as bad as it gets, but it made me laugh like crazy. I laughed my ass off because it was basically so crazy.
So I'm going to ask you guys, favorite character from the movie?
Juliet.
Juliet, really?
Fuck Juliet.
I found her attractive.
Okay, well, you know,
that's a different
Ness.
reason.
Was
All
her
right, but
name Ness?
all right.
Ness. Yes, the
The girl with the
nurse.
piercing?
Yes,
Yeah.
Ness the nurse. I would have to say personally, and this is just because of my bias, Sean Gunn and as Sam.
Oh my god, okay, yeah, no, he was great.
No, in all
I
reality,
stick by Ness.
minus Juliet being hot, though, I definitely have to say, just the guy who ends up with the axe in his face. That's him?
No, that's not Axe. That's
Yep.
Yeah.
Martini. What was the last name? Martini. Oh,
Murray
Murray
Martini.
Martini. There we go.
He was just like that complete asshole.
Yeah.
You know,
I liked him. He was like just a Sicilian dickhead. You know, he was funny with it though. He was really.
It was humorous. I mean, pissing on a guy, you know, you don't do that, but
Martini.
He felt like he was channeling just a little bit of Joe Pesci there.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
It was kind of like what it kind of felt like watching it. My favorite character had to be Montague. Tromeo's dad. That had to... Well, dad with quotation marks.
I like that end scene where they're explaining... You know, and of course I'm going to give this away a little early. Oh, wait, you're not my dad? I'm black. You didn't clue in? You're not black. I am black.
I was wondering about that.
I clued into that immediately.
Keep in mind, I happen to be black.
Like,
I always wondered about that.
I just thought I was black too. You know?
Yeah.
That one anomaly.
Ness was in love with Juliet, and she was like so cool about Tromeo coming through and just snatching her girl. She's like, oh yeah, she's upstairs. There's a door. She's locked up. All that shit.
Mm-hmm.
She loves you. I'm just gonna let it go. Y'all deserve each other. She was so fucking sweet about it. Like, fuck yeah.
Crying the entire time. Well, I mean, at least she was better than London was.
Exactly.
I mean,
She took that pain like a fucking champion.
I really hoped a little bit better for her at some point in the movie, but you never really saw a resolution for her. You know.
And then, so we're brothers and sisters? We're brothers and sisters? We're brother and sister? Fuck it. We come this far.
Yeah. Like,
that revelation, because the reason why that revelation bothered me is because earlier in the movie when they first go to the masquerade ball, and he realizes that she is the cousin of one of the Capulets, and it freaks her out. You're his cousin? Right? That freaks him out a little bit. End of the movie, he comes to the revelation, hey, wait a minute. Tromeo and Juliet, wait, we're brother and sister? Oh, well, it
was fine and dandy.
Just to have fucking mutant babies.
It started
and then,
family,
the babies with the extra faces.
Picket fence, we got a barbecue in the back. Oh, and 2 mongoloid children, and one I'm very certain is hiding a tail.
Yeah, perfect baby. I mean,
two Hills Have Eyes kids.
Yeah.
Right? Exactly.
2 Hill Have Eyes kids.
The Hills Have Eyes.
They had like 8 eyes.
There's people in real life that you see in certain areas of certain cities that you can't help but think of that movie. And those kids just made me think of The Hill Have Eyes.
Yeah. Eyes, a couple of sets of mouths, noses.
They had extra faces, man. That movie was
throughout
just crazy. Yeah. You know how many mouths?
So I put off watching this movie for the longest time, and I kind of regret it because it was entertaining, but I watched this movie last night for the first time with Zeph sitting right next to me, and like I was telling you guys, I had to apologize because there's so much softcore porn in that.
Wall. Yeah, there was...
I don't intentionally invite guys over and then put on porn. It's just...
What's up? What are you doing today? Yeah, you want to go not jerk off to
I
porn?
would have loved to be a fly on the wall. You two watching the movie, avoiding eye contact throughout the movie.
Yeah, right. Like, you're
No.
just,
We had a moment of fist bump. We had a moment of fist bump.
We fist bumped for a minute, that's about as much contact as that's going to have right there. And then we awkwardly went our ways,
I think it was a lot more awkward, less awkward having my first threesome than watching porn with a friend.
I would say, like, watching that, the worst part there was not so much the girl-on-girl thing, but, like, just, Tromeo going to town on himself, just...
Yeah.
The super jerk off fest, the worst porn ever on a computer.
He went.
And he didn't even
in.
finish. Not that I saw, anyway.
Yeah.
They just went off into another thing.
Well, yeah.
Not that I wanted to see.
Stop clarifying. We know. We cool. No, ain't nobody judging.
But did it finish or not?
He didn't even finish. Not that I wanted to see.
These are important questions.
This is important info.
We want to just...
We need closure.
Is there an unedited version of this movie we can watch?
This is relevant info.
Was this originally marketed as softcore porn? Right, there's the Troma, theater release, and then there's the back alley sex show release,
The Cinemax version.
Well, because, they have those Pee Wee Herman theaters. Sorry, Pee Wee.
They spent how long in that fucking sex scene between Tromeo and Juliet in the goddamn plexiglass box?
They spend entirely too much time on each one of the big sex scenes. The lesbian sex scene. And it was a little much.
Yeah,
It was a little much because you were watching it with a guy.
Not your average.
My boyfriend was in the room. I was chilling. I was like,
okay, but that's a lot different.
Yeah, but you were watching it with your guy.
yeah.
Exactly.
I was watching it with
he
a
wasn't
guy.
really watching it. He was just kind of smoking, doing his own thing.
It would have been super awkward for me too. The part is that because you're watching it with somebody that you're gonna be like, oh, this is taking way too long to go after.
I had to keep turning down the volume on the movie because we have a 10-year-old in the next room.
So glad I
was
didn't
like,
watch
oh my
this at
goodness,
house.
what did you just fucking send it? Ah!
Again, I am sorry. I have kids in my house too, and then
you know what would have made it a scene super long? If they're watching the movie and the 10-year-old comes out,
No, it
milk and cookies.
It would have cast my
Pause.
on TV, so like I was watching it on my phone. Thank God.
Oh, okay.
you can put
Well, that
it
would have
real
been.
quick.
That would have been okay.
The monster dick comes up.
Sorry, I had the 47-inch TV in the middle of the kitchen. That's where I watched it. So no phone for me.
And also, guys, apparently we can watch porn in the kitchen. It's fine. It's a new craze.
Yeah.
Tell your mothers, tell your friends, stay out of the kitchen.
It's all the rage.
I'm cooking in here.
But I need
Mind the
privacy.
smoke.
I need privacy.
Well, this is where the TV is.
It's also where the cooking oil is.
I mean, and the paper
Never
towels.
mind, sorry.
So you can just
There
clean
you
up
go.
right after yourself.
Cooking oil, paper towels, and a TV. That's all I need for a
Bathroom's
good
right
night.
there.
That would be the
Pam and lotion.
Oh, Crisco.
Imagine being the worst way to end up dead. In the kitchen, with the like the cooking oil, you slip on it, but with dick in hand, you just a cookbook open, real food porn right there.
These are things that I want to be thinking about.
No,
This might be more torture than actually watching the movie. I'm not, possibly.
I mean, there was just so much wrong with this movie.
And I'm here telling myself,
So-
don't imagine.
Right?
The creepy father was like the absolute worst.
So that was my next question.
Yeah.
Least
God.
favorite character in the entire movie.
Juliet's dad.
Yeah.
It had to be the creepy. That dude was just.
He was like super creepy the whole time, like, oh yes, you are a slut,
Capulet.
like all this stuff.
So,
But laying down next to her in his underwear,
You're
like
dreaming about getting fucked in the ass, aren't you? What the fuck
so
do you care?
if I'm going for least favorite in the entire movie, now obviously he was the creepiest. He was the
Yeah.
villain, obviously, and they made him the villain. But if I'm going for my least favorite,
They made sure there was nothing good about that guy when they created him.
it's got to be the mom
Oh yeah.
for me
Okay.
personally. And
I
that's
didn't
just
want this whole bitch to be in your life.
because
he is.
this Mini Driver knockoff
Oh my god.
spends the entire movie basically
Right.
She is the whole reason why Tromeo is living with Monty Q. Basically, they had some Faustian deal that he kept the baby and he sold off his part of their film business to Cappy. And she decides to keep to herself the entire time. By the way, you have a sister. We're just going to ignore this whole thing until, oh, wait a minute. You guys are screwing? Damn it. There's something I need to tell you.
Could have told you this days ago, but
This girl who plays the Stone Cold biatch during the entire movie, first of all, lets this guy, Cappy, just beat the living hell out of her.
Yeah.
Right.
She suddenly has a conscience.
Not for nothing, the girl had almost a head of height on him.
Yeah, it's true.
As Stone Cold as she played herself, she also played herself a little bit too much of a victim, and I didn't like it.
Yeah, it's true. That twist, that was too twisty.
it's your fault that this happened.
That was
Yeah,
full-on purple nipple twist is what that was.
That's
yeah,
sad.
it was too bendy. The twist was too bendy right there at the end.
So,
But
You suddenly
public service
have a
announcement:
heart
we do
and a
not
conscience.
agree with the beating of men or women. Okay, this is not what we're here for.
But some of that shit was funny
But
too.
the entire movie,
The
there
blind
was
girl keeps fucking popping up, and getting the shit kicked out of her for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
gets hit with a severed arm, and
Yeah, she keeps popping up in the fucking wrong place at the wrong time.
Mm-hmm.
almost gets Murray and Sammy thrown on top of her as they're fighting. By the way, Sammy, played by one of my favorite bit actors, Sean Gunn. This was a movie directed by James Gunn. If you don't know who that is, which I'm sure everybody here knows now, that is the director of the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, and probably one of the reasons why Disney initially fired him. Wait a minute, we did not realize you had something to do with this. Yeah.
But Disney sells sex to kids.
Extremely questionable.
Incest, priests that touch little kids. This is a little bit out of our realm. I think Disney doesn't want you right now.
Yeah.
They hired him back, obviously, but it was one of his early directing gigs. You can't blame him for something he did early in his career to try to get a little bit of notoriety. You know.
I'm shooting a movie, guys. What is it? It's like Romeo and Juliet, I swear.
It's like Romeo and Juliet if Romeo and Juliet were brother and sister, and they didn't really care. You're my
The
brother.
entire time I'm waiting for them to fucking die, and they don't. What the hell?
Yeah, they did
The potion.
the
The
incest
potion.
children.
So, the pivotal scene where the apothecary is supposed to provide Juliet with a little bit of poison, they change it a little bit for this. So London, who is supposed to be the guy that Juliet marries,
Supposed to play
is
Paris.
a butcher. And she's a vegetarian, obviously, has no interest in him whatsoever, loves Romeo, which she does not know is her brother at this point. So she goes to this guy, Fu Chang, or...
Fu Chang, girl!
Yes, Fu Chang.
Get over it! That's what
A
he's
black
not
man in a Rastafarian hat named Fu Chang. Yes, I'm Fu Chang, get over it. And he provides her with this little drink, which he says that anybody that is in love with meat will be absolutely repulsed by you once you drink this, basically.
Yeah.
Anybody that'll take you for your face value and blah, blah, blah. She takes it, immediately starts popping like a sparkler was stuck up her ass.
Turns into a fucking,
It's gonna take a
cow
couple minutes for
human
the antidote
mutant
to kick in.
thing.
Yes, the mutant cow thing, which was just...
And they keep referencing cows the entire movie, and you're just like, why?
Right. Yeah, there was a cow thing. I don't know what that was. So, Romeo
They
dresses
got
up
a
as
thing
a
for
cow.
cows.
He dresses up as a cow for the masquerade, and
Yeah.
the first thing that Montague says to Romeo in the beginning of the movie is, I was just having a dream about cows.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just cows throughout the entire movie.
London's freaking out about going to Wales to see the cows.
Something, no, Swaley? Scotland?
Swansea.
Swansea.
We're going to Swansea! He was just like...
I thought he said Swayze at first. I'm like, Patrick's house?
Yeah, it's just the way he was saying it, because he had to over-portray that, but he was a creepy character.
I was telling...
Too happy about everything.
I was telling Miss B over here earlier, he reminds me of what would have happened if Ian Ziering and Michael Richards had gotten together and had a kid.
I hands down, I say he looks exactly like Doug Jones.
The guy from Legion.
Yes.
He does. Or maybe like a younger, slightly creepier brother.
Yeah.
Because that face, I won't forget that face anytime
never.
soon. That's going to haunt my nightmares for a few.
And like Doug Jones is like the monster movie man.
I could say, yeah, he's kind of that go-to.
Yeah, he's always the monster. He played Abe Sapien in Hellboy. He was the Ice Cream Man in Legion. Like, oh my god, he played a whole bunch of shit. He's always the monster because he's like tall and lanky and just like has that facial structure.
That kind of creepy, bony structure. Kind of looks like a skull walking.
Yeah.
A British skull walking, but a skull.
He was the fawn in Pan's Labyrinth.
Fair enough.
Such a good movie.
Pan's Labyrinth is amazing.
Yes.
I have not gotten to see the movie.
Oh, Pan's Labyrinth? I recommend it.
I'm sure you,
Definitely.
my friends, will subject me to it at some point.
Oh, yes.
I'm not sure if it belongs on this particular podcast, but definitely something we should watch.
Let me tell you, it's badass, for real. I loved it.
Oh, yeah, it's not a bad movie at all.
No.
It's badass.
Well, we don't always review bad movies. We
Yeah.
can make that one of our exceptions, I guess. Yeah, that was a very, very twisted experience. Again, I do apologize for not being able to spoil at least enough to warn you that you were going to be watching some incest porn. You know.
Oh, God.
I mean, not real porn, but
Soft incest porn. They created a whole new genre.
We didn't get any ads.
I'm sure that's
either.
not new.
No ads. We didn't have to pay for this. Thank you very much. It was awesome.
Oh, I paid for it. There was entirely too much of Tromeo's ass in that movie. I paid for it plenty. Entirely too much. Oh, the whole scene where he basically has sex with Juliet up against the wall of the staircase of the New York Museum or New York Library.
Mm-hmm.
It's got the sign
Like 3 times.
in plain view.
I immediately recognized it from Ghostbusters, that beginning scene,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? Even though the whole movie was a goof, there's plenty of goofs on the notes. Like, I've saw it on Prime, and there's always a lot of notes. Most of these things are goofs.
Okay.
The movie looks like a goof itself. Things that happen that they just live it like that. I just live it like that. So just keep it running. But there was a few scenes. You remember? I think it was Sammy who drove away. That you could clearly see the inside of the car was just blank in there.
Yeah.
Yep. A few of the locations where Sammy's driving in Monty's car are the same location. He's driving around, but every time...
Well, Sammy wasn't driving. He had his head stuck in the...
when he's being driven
Dragged.
around. Yeah, he's being... Well, all the same location. And you're gonna see the same location, probably different, same location.
I know just probably
Different
driving down the
angles.
same street just to make it seem longer, but...
Different angles.
Yeah.
There was a girl crossing the street when this guy got hit by Monty's car.
Really?
At the moment when
Yeah.
he gets hit, there's no girl.
Mm.
Yeah, that's another one.
Was that the blind girl that was crossing the street?
No, the little girl.
The little
That, like,
girl.
Crossed her eyes.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
So you see the girl.
Right, so you see the guy get hit, and then...
Then you see the girl, and basically you see the girl crossing.
Right.
You don't see the street when you see the girl crossing. Then when the guy gets hit, there's no girl. The street, no girl.
Right. Because they were trying to concentrate on the crack. The car went up on the curb and
Yeah.
hit him. Yeah.
Everything,
Sidewalk
but
safe,
yeah,
street unsafe.
yeah, it was.
So I read this. This is interesting. After the success of this particular movie, Troma did make plans to make sort of a spiritual sequel to this, called Schlock and Schlockability, which was a take on Sense and Sensibility, in which a well-endowed female, a well-endowed Jane Austen comes back to take revenge on the Hollywood movie producers that bastardized her films. They announced it, but then they had kind of let it fade into the background. They really don't have any plans for a follow-up at this point. Mind you, this was like back in, 2009, I think? This movie
But
originally
it never came up. It came out.
I think so. Oh, my apologies. 1996.
I thought I was going to say 97.
It had to have been a while back, because Sean Gunn was, really young in this movie.
Yeah.
So he looked a lot younger than his character that he played on, like, the Gilmore Girls, or even in the film that he starred in for his brother. Not starred in. He had a bit role. What am I saying?
Yeah.
He was, what was the name of his character in Guardians of the Galaxy? That'll bother me. Right, it's like I love the movie, but it's like I'm forgetting his character's name. Kraglin, that's right. There we go. Kraglin.
Mm-hmm.
Well. So,
A lot of the special effects the gore effects reminded me of something out of like a Wes Craven movie.
Uh-huh.
It was wonderful.
like the face change effects and everything. Especially when she turned into a cow, it was all slimy and gory.
And like the stomach filling up with popcorn and like splitting open and the
That
rats.
did remind me of like an old, was it Nightmare on Elm Street?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
He had some...
I think it was like Dream Warriors, if I'm not mistaken.
I remember that one.
So David Gunn, was he the one who played London?
No.
Yeah, I'm looking at all of them and I'm like, wait a minute, this could be him, this could be him.
The movie has some good ideas. The problem is that CGI hits different when the budget is low.
That is very true. CGI. I don't think there was a lot of CGI to that movie in 1996.
Hence the difference in how it hit.
I'm not entirely sure what David Gunn did in this movie. I know that James Gunn, he actually played... do you remember the car? The family that's in the car where the severed head hits the window and they're singing "Found a Peanut, Found a Peanut." Well, that's James Gunn. He was the guy, the father that was singing with the kids, and then of course they had the father, James Gunn. He overreacts to the severed head hitting his window, and he speeds up instead of slows down and stops.
Mm-hmm.
That's London.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Stephen C.
Gibbons.
So yeah, I'm not entirely sure what David Gunn's role was in that movie. I know that he is in that movie. They just didn't really explain what his role was.
Guy in the movie.
Oh, definitely guy in the movie. I mean,
there you go.
He was a guy in the movie. He was not sure what specific fucking guy he was.
I like how
So I guess none of us saw enough of the movie to see the credits, and I don't blame anybody for it.
I did not want to stick around.
But there were some crazy critics according to Amazon.
Shakespeare's laughing outro. Well, they always kind of do groups in their...
No, not that one. There was something in the credit about... Well, the credit guy, I guess, wrote an open letter to us, the public. Because, of course, it had to happen that way. And it was something, let me get it for you, because it's here on the crazy credits.
Okay.
And it goes, and I quote, "Hi, I'm the credit guy. You know, the sensitive guy who make up the end credits on all these films. It gets pretty lonely around here, you know, dedicating my spirit to a vastly underappreciated art form. So I thought I'd slip in a little."
Okay. So he does like a monologue in writing on the...
And that's
credits.
That's on the credits.
Okay, why not?
Well then.
Apparently there was a guy credited in the movie as the guy that sat around naked for an entire day waiting for a nude scene that never happened. There was a guy credited in the credits for that.
The guys, I just sat here naked for the whole entire day. For what? What is going on here?
And you know what I love about the
Troma. They don't
Y'all
get paid
better
for
credit
it.
me for
You
this
know what I
shit.
love about the crazy credits? At the end of the movie, when we see parents, fucking daughters, brothers coming onto sister, and everything else you can imagine, this is their disclosure in the crazy credits. The producers would like to take this moment to let you know we in no way endorse the use of opium. We do, however, endorse Opie from the Andy Griffith Show as a role model for those involved in the gynecological profession.
Gynecological profession? Really?
That's exactly how it says. So, after everything, I felt they needed that disclosure.
So,
Okay then.
Now I want to see the credits.
Okay, so that was a very twisted movie, and we're going to go ahead and move on into the next segment. our question of the day, and that is, if you were permanently stuck in any video game world, consequences and all, which one would you prefer to be stuck in?
Wait, what was the question?
What? If you were stuck permanently in any video game world,
Okay, yeah.
which one would you prefer to be stuck in? On consequences and all.
I know what I want.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Hands down.
Okay, well, we'll let you go first, because we all seem to be
we're doing
confused.
this right now? Okay.
Yeah.
Spyro. Absolutely.
Spyro.
Hands down. Can't go wrong.
Dragon World, you can't go wrong with Dragon World.
Absolutely not. They got portals to different worlds. Fucking a whole vacation beach world. Like, it's perfect.
I'd have to go with Fable.
Fable. Okay.
Because that one you could really you branch out into a bunch of different things, and each choice that you make makes you who you are further.
Okay.
And now you want to file this under answers a non-gamer will give. And I'm going to say Mario Kart.
Mario.
Fuck the Rainbow Road.
But there's no beer in Mario Kart.
Yeah.
That is true, but there's cars. It's fun.
Who's to say what goes on after they've stopped racing for the day?
That's true.
I mean, you gotta hang up the
sorceress
controller
in
at some
fucking
point.
Spyro, I can fucking get whatever the fuck I want with that bitch.
I can imagine you gotta hang up the controller and they'll be like, "Oh, this loser's done." What were we planning?
No idea.
To the club.
Very nice. Mario.
To the club. To the bar.
You know, in all
Wings
honesty,
up.
as many games as I've played, I'm stumped here. Because I keep thinking of different worlds, and I'm like, well, no, that would really suck. I wouldn't want to be there. I don't want to be in Grand Theft Auto. That's just...
I mean...
Yeah.
If you die, you just respawn with less money?
Most games. Most games are like that. You die and you respawn. You die and you respawn. The problem is that, do you want to continually respawn?
Yeah.
At some point, you want it to be over.
Yeah.
Just 3 lives, I'm good. You know, I don't need to keep coming back.
At some point, you want to be done.
No, I would have to say, no, I wouldn't have to say anything. My brain just checked that for me.
Not Dark Souls.
Not Dark Souls. Definitely not Dark Souls. How about something like Lollipop Chainsaw?
Whoa.
Come on, I would love to just be a blonde-haired chick with a mini skirt just going around chopping zombies in half with a chainsaw that has hearts cut into it.
Sly Cooper.
That is very cute.
You know, I'm not saying that I wouldn't be terribly comfortable in a cheerleader outfit. Be kind of freeing.
Confidence is key there.
I'm of that,
You just gotta get the right size.
It's all on how you work it.
I'm of that Celt lineage, you know. I could deal
go.
with the kilt.
And
And then after that, it's just a cutoff here, you know. I just gotta be, secure with my midsection. You know,
It's all good.
I already got the man boobs going on.
I can imagine him as a
Get yourself a nice little
stripper
push-up.
coming to the stage. Welsh seduction.
Some people are into it.
Yeah, I guess everything has its market.
Yeah.
After seeing Tromeo and Juliet,
Oh my
I'm
God.
sure everything has its market.
want to see the Irish iguana wiggle? No, we don't. Put it away. Put it away, dude.
The Irish iguana.
Please don't.
You've seen Coyote Ugly?
Yeah.
Where they start chanting for John Goodman to take it off, and then the lady starts seeing him take it off. Wait, hold on. Here's a couple bucks. Put it back on.
Definitely.
Okay. So, before we start our last segment, we're going to go ahead and take a few moments to do a quick mid-roll for Podcoin. Alright, so speaking of bad movies, which we absolutely love, we've decided to try to add a new little segment here, and hopefully it works out. We'll see. This is going to be brought to you by a wonderful little game called Pitch Storm. We're going to start coming up with ideas for bad movies. We're going to use the Pitch Storm cards to sort of navigate us that way, and we're going to go ahead and cast and try to set up the movie ourselves, based off of the suggestions that these cards give us. They're broken up into plot, character, and notes. I guess notes being just the little things that executives might give you to say, hey, I like your script, but what if we do this?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So, Zeph, you are going to be the first one to draw
A card.
a card. Pick a card, any fucking card. All right, so there we go. Don't tell us what's going on yet. And then, Miss B, you get to pick out our plot point.
Woo.
Maybe you know.
All right.
And then, Mr. Omar, you get to pick out our notes.
What the fuck did I just get?
Well, we'll see in a minute. Okay, so let's go ahead and take the character. That's you over here, sir. We're going to set that up. We're going to put your plot point right there. And, of course, Mr. Omar, we have the notes.
I love that one.
Okay. So, why don't you go ahead and read that out to us there, Zeph?
Alright, so we have a bookish librarian that just wants to be left alone, goes undercover in the dangerous world of professional horse fucking. And what if this were a Western? Those are hip now. Those are hip now, right?
So, a movie about professional horse fucking that's a Western.
I think.
First of all, I went to Tijuana Horse Show right there.
There you go.
Tijuana Donkey Show for just a minute.
I think the bookish librarian's name should be Agatha.
Agatha.
by Amy Adams.
Yep.
Agatha, played by Amy Adams. Okay.
Oh, Christina Applegate.
So, we have our female protagonist. Who's our male lead in this movie?
Denzel Washington.
I say that.
You see, I can't
I
go
just
with Denzel Washington.
blurted out a name.
I feel like Denzel Washington's more like a main character. Like he's like the movies.
He's the lead.
Seth MacFarlane.
Seth MacFarlane. Actually, if you think about what this movie is supposed to be about a bookish librarian going undercover in the world of professional horse fucking.
Undercover.
Seth MacFarlane being the man who is running the horse fucking ring.
Yes.
That sounds actually perfect. Like right on the nose.
It sounds like somebody who will run a horse.
Now I like Denzel. Denzel is going to be a supporting character. He's going to be the guy, the man that convinces the bookish librarian to go undercover. He's going to be like the agent that tells her to go undercover. What do you think?
Yeah.
We have a mission for you, right? We have a mission for you. This is what you're going to do. You're going to go undercover. I can see it.
So the bookish librarian who just wants to be left alone, she goes to the movie theater. All right, so Agatha, she goes to.
This is going to start in a movie theater.
The old movie theaters because it's a Western. You know.
Oh, okay. So
I can see a librarian who wants to be left alone going to a movie theater by herself to watch a movie.
You know, or like some sort of show. We'll say it's a play.
Okay,
you know?
so wait, hold on. We got a Western with sort of. I don't know what the agents at that time would have been called in the Old West.
Sure.
So basically, if Jason
An
Sheriff,
operative, a marshal.
Yeah,
a marshal. There you go.
They all had the marshal.
So you got a marshal.
So Marshall,
played by Denzel Washington, that approaches her in a movie theater.
Yeah. Let's. How about
somewhere Matthew McConaughey comes in.
So Matthew McConaughey.
All right.
Matthew McConaughey approaches her before she goes into the movie theater with his
takes her to the boss.
All right.
And she's like, "Yo, bro, like, leave me alone."
And he's immediately kicked out of the movie.
You know,
and then waits for her outside and takes her to the boss, who happens to be Denzel.
But as he's getting escorted out, he drops his VIP ticket, and she gets like the golden ticket to like the VIP box.
Mm-hmm.
And while the VIP horse fucking show?
No, we aren't at the horse fucking show yet.
She's at the theater catching a play.
The beginning part.
She's at the theater catching a play.
Let's
just say Othello.
She gets a nice ticket. She gets a nice ticket going like to the VIP box. She sits in there, and that's when Denzel Washington comes up behind her with as the U.S. Marshal with a gun,
with a pipe.
And
he takes one of those wooden pipes and sits next to her.
Sherlock.
Yeah, some Sherlock Holmes type deal.
And he tells her about how there's an undercover horse fucking ring that
they want to dismantle.
He is confusing her as Abigail as the Matthew McConaughey character who got kicked out because he was too drunk with his all right.
Throughout the movie, Matthew McConaughey just like peeks in, all right, and disappears.
Because like this woman is doing
just
his
sitting in
job
the front row of the horse fucking show. All right.
Yeah.
So she gets roped in.
Let's get
she
this
goes
on,
undercover.
baby. I don't know.
I think Matthew McConaughey could be the presenter at the show.
He's actually on the mission, and she's just like, they accidentally send a secondary person, her on the same exact mission, and he
is her contact.
But
he's probably not really an agent, but he's her contact there.
But he's the undercover guy at the head of it, like,
All right.
Here comes Abigail.
All right.
All right.
Coming to the stage.
Seabiscuit and Abigail.
Seabiscuit.
No, this needs to be.
The Chancellor.
Seth
Go ahead, let it
MacFarlane
out.
sees Abigail fucking this horse, and he's just like, "That's the most beautiful woman I've ever seen," and then proceeds to chase her the entire movie.
Oh, jeez. And nobody wants to be chased by Matthew McConaughey.
Abigail
No, Seth
and the
MacFarlane.
Chancellor.
Seth MacFarlane. Oh, Jesus.
Well, yeah.
So-
I thought he was running the horse fucking ring.
He is running the horse fucking ring, but when he
But he
sees
also
her
falls
fucking
in
the
love
horse,
with her.
he falls in love with her when he sees her fucking the horse.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow,
Oh,
So
yeah.
speaking of people that would need a few drugs to do a role, Amy Adams would probably need quite a bit to be convinced to do this.
So many mushrooms.
Yeah.
Woo.
We'll CGI the horse.
Okay.
Oh, we can LSD her.
Oh,
real
you
good.
guys have seen Clerks 2, haven't you?
Yeah.
I don't think I did.
The donkey show.
What is it? The donkey show. The guy with the gimp mask, and he's got his donkey Kelly.
He thinks that they're gonna sleep with it. Like the donkey's gonna fuck a girl, only it's a guy fucking a donkey.
Yeah,
Kelly the donkey.
they should reprise their role for that. You know that's gonna be the opening act.
Yeah, probably.
Alright. So, do you want to pick another one?
It is a house of sin.
All right, yeah, we could. I think we should go take another stab at that. That one went a little quick, a little more quickly than I thought it was going to. All right, so we'll go ahead and. No, you're over here. You're characters. Remember?
I'm a character.
Okay, well, you definitely are a character, I guess. And that is you picking out our plot points again.
All right.
All right.
All right.
And
We can make a super low
Seth?
budget film.
that's Seth. You're Omar.
And what's left of
I haven't
him?
even been drinking anything yet. I'm mistaking you for Zeph.
What's left of him, which ain't much.
You can pick from the top, the bottom, or the middle. I keep giving everybody the middle. All right, so let's see what we've gotten ourselves into this time.
Oh, you picked another red card. Those are the adult
So
ones.
you're going to go ahead, and we're going to put that up there, and we're going to
Alright.
have Miss B read this out this time. Okay, so
We can make a super low budget film for this.
well, they're supposed to be bad movies, so let's see what this says.
A group of girls out for their best spring break ever battle endless hordes of angry anime porn and tentacle monsters. What if the hero is actually trying to escape a bloodthirsty cult? Oh my god, this is
A
fantastic.
bloodthirsty
I
cult
love
of porn
this.
and tentacle
We can make
monsters.
this movie.
I can
So
see-
now we have a group of leads here.
Okay.
Yeah, all girls.
Lindsay Lohan.
Oh god.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She needs to be the first one to die.
Yes, absolutely.
Sorry, I'm just saying.
I mean, if
I'm
we're
up.
throwing Lindsay Lohan in there, then might as well throw Paris
That'd
Hilton
be cool
in too.
if one of them was Jamie Lee Curtis.
Lindsay Lohan.
Lindsay Lohan starts out as one of the spring break girls, but it turns out that she's actually the lead of the bloodthirsty cult of tentacle monsters.
Yeah.
Yes.
Of tentacle monsters.
So she's like the lead
Oh, the
tentacle
chick that
monster.
played London Tipton on The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, throw her in there.
London. Oh, what is her name?
London.
The girl that played London Tipton.
I have no fucking idea, but that
Brenda
bitch.
Song.
Brenda Song.
Brenda.
Yeah,
There we go.
I love
You didn't
her.
even have to
I
look
see
that
that.
up. I was going for
I
it.
see that. I can see that. I saw your eyes change.
Okay, well, but she's
It
not
brought
really.
back so many memories of childhood. Just
You can't. I don't know if you can list her as girls at this point. I mean, are we doing like?
well, spring break. They're at least they're early.
So is it spring break college, spring break high school?
College.
We're doing college.
We're doing
because
college.
there's
Okay.
going to be a lot of.
I should
topic
hope so,
scenes
'cause
in
lot-
In
Is
a role as villain
Anime
assistant.
porn tentacle monsters. We're
There's
doing
gonna-
college.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're doing,
Yes,
okay.
we should
Yeah.
hope so.
Oh man.
Well, depending upon the anime, sometimes that's high school girl.
As villain
Oh,
assistant, I think some kind of villain in the villain side. I like Jamie Lee Curtis for it.
She's just sits
So
on
what
the
is
throne
Jamie
of
Lee-
tentacle monsters. She's the
She
Jamie Lee
is the
Curtis-
tentacle monster. She controls the tentacles.
She can be something of a villain in that one. Her facial,
Okay.
I see her facial
So then
expression on
She's
that.
like
So-
the queen bee of the hive.
Jamie
Yeah.
Lee Curtis is going to be the big bad, but we have Lindsay Lohan as sort of her Iago, so to speak.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, basically.
She's the squawking little parrot on her shoulder.
And this is what
Exactly.
happens after Freaky Friday.
Right, they were together on Freaky Friday. Who else do we think will be good for this?
Let's see. If we
So
got
it's a
Brenda
group of
Song,
girls.
let's just stick with the Disney queens there. Let's go with
Miley
Ashley Tisdale.
Cyrus.
Tisdale.
Yeah,
Cyrus.
Miley Cyrus. No,
But-
fuck Miley.
Punk Ashley Tisdale out
She
like
already
Taylor
had
Momsen.
her weird phase.
What do you think?
What was it?
Punk her out like Taylor Momsen a little bit.
Yes, absolutely.
Get her all gothed up, you know?
Absolutely.
We should get Britney in there in some kind of role. Britney Spears, somebody's mom
Jamie
or
Lynn
something.
Spears.
Or
Jamie
Jamie,
Lynn-
Jamie Lynn
Oh, Jamie Lynn
Spears.
needs to come
She was
back.
thick, though.
She needs she
Jamie
was a
Lynn-
better actor.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Far
she
better
is.
actor. So she needs a comeback
she's a
role.
good actor.
Let's make her our lead. This will be her comeback role.
Jamie Lynn. All right.
Right? It'll be her comeback role that's a bad movie and definitely was not. And she goes off and gets pregnant again. I don't know. That's what got her out of the whole Nickelodeon thing anyway. Well, we can go with Nickelodeon. There's some other people in Nick.
All right. Where are they going for spring break?
Cancun.
Okay.
Cancun, yes.
Okay, so they go to Cancun.
I think if we're gonna talk about a bloodthirsty cult, they should go to the south, to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Myrtle.
And there's
South Carolina. So we're talking like we're talking like a redneck, almost Jonestown cult here.
Well,
I guess so.
You have also
So-
blue collar cults
Yeah.
So
in them countries.
there's an island that's
North
out there
Carolina,
that not too many people
bloodthirsty
don't know
Japanese
about,
cult
and
of
it's-
tentacle monsters.
There's an island off the coast that their boat gets stuck on.
I feel like this
Yeah.
is an island of Dr. Moreau kind of situation
Yes.
that they get involved in. And these two women, Jamie Lee Curtis being like the lead tentacle monster, is turning spring break co-eds into tentacle monsters.
Yes.
Yes.
Somewhere like Daytona Beach for Bike Week type of deal. No, well, spring break in Daytona, or Myrtle Beach, South Carolina type of deal.
Japan was testing out nuclear warheads on this island or some
And you
shit.
got all this mutants.
And all the radiation from it is fucked up,
yeah.
Just,
turning people into tentacle monsters.
it.
And Jamie Lynn,
I was thinking something a little bit more scientific, like this kind of like an alien race of tentacle monsters crashes on Earth, and Jamie Lee Curtis is taking these co-eds and genetically splicing them with her former
yes.
crew
Yes.
and creating human tentacle monster hybrids.
Jamie Lee Curtis, you've been a bad girl.
Right?
Oh, man.
There's plenty of nude scenes in this movie. Plenty.
And then seeing
Nude
Lindsay
scenes
Lohan don't
aplenty.
give a fuck.
it's the South, we're near Florida, we're talking beach territory. We got to have like a quick cameo by the man himself, David Hasselhoff.
Yes.
Oh,
Full in his
yes.
lifeguard gear,
Yes.
And
but he
he's-
needs to be offed very quickly.
He's been running from the tentacle monsters from the beginning. They show up and they don't know as they start to pick up what's going on. He's running. He's like, run, and they outrun him, and he gets just taken over by the tentacle monsters. And
I feel like we do the proverbial Baywatch scene. He's coming up on them, and he's just about to warn them that this tentacle monster's coming, and then a la Pam Anderson, you see Lindsay Lohan come running out of the back, and then her arms and legs just turn into tentacles, reach out, pop his head.
Yes. Absolutely.
A not too smart cop investigating this whole situation. Make him a federal agent or a uniform cop, I don't care, but I'm thinking Eric Roberts.
the smartest cop.
Oh, no,
ever,
you
but
can't do
everybody
not too
thinks
smart
he's
with
dumb.
Eric Roberts. He's a smart guy.
That's the thing.
No,
he's so
he,
smart.
It takes a smart guy to play a fool.
So we got, I like your idea, not too smart, but let him have his serious guy. So you got the serious guy who doesn't believe the not too smart guy.
There you go.
Serious cop, we got Eric Roberts. I think another comeback guy, Steven Zahn,
Oh yes,
Yes.
Steve
as the
Zahn.
not too smart bumbling cop.
and as their boss, like their commissioner, sergeant, lieutenant, captain, whatever, could be Stevie Van Sant.
Right.
man.
Oh, that
Yeah,
would
but
be perfect.
and he will throw a fit. He will be somebody with the worst temper,
Just
just
absolutely
yelling, just going crazy, yelling at him.
raging the entire time.
Yes,
There's-
that will see it.
What do you mean, tentacle porn monsters?
There is not a scene where he is not cussing and throwing shit and just completely in a rage. That would be perfect.
Fuck you mean a bloodthirsty cop? Fuck out of here.
and it's gonna come one of the scenes with that like head cop, he's always angry over the phone and everything, but he has like a stack of like tentacle porn behind him.
Yeah.
Doesn't believe in the tentacle porn, but watches it avidly.
Yeah.
And let's make Steve Van Sant a very Bogart-looking cop, very stern, but suddenly just explodes into a temper tantrum.
Just wearing like the black trench coat and everything.
Yeah, but you know,
constantly.
and talking to his guys like, listen, this is what's gonna happen. But don't blow this case up! No, like that, like sudden, like really explosive unexpectedly.
What would we name this?
I think he will be good for a role like that.
See, that's the thing. What would we name a movie like that? You got to come up with a good name, something solid. Something that's going to catch you.
I feel like this should be
Tense.
like a Tromeo and Juliet type deal, where it's like you're not going to think that it's going to end up being tentacle.
Whatever it
monsters.
becomes.
Yeah. You don't think it's going to be
This is- the thing
Spring
is that
Breakers too.
This is a very off-the-wall concept, so yeah, Spring Breakers.
Because the Spring Breaker... Have you seen Spring Breakers?
Nope.
I want to talk about bad movies.
We'll call
that
it
was
Myrtle Leach.
Yes.
Myrtle Leach.
That's it. We got a name. That we don't even
Very
have to
nice.
talk about any other
Myrtle
name now.
Leach. There you go.
Myrtle Leach.
Yeah.
They go to sunny Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and nearly find death.
You know, and everybody's like, "Oh, like this is going to be about leeches." No, tentacle porn monsters.
Yeah, there you go.
What's
really good.
What's in the waters around Myrtle Beach, North Carolina?
Yeah.
Why, it's tentacle porn monsters. Watch your ass.
Combine the animated
Yeah.
with the
And
film.
like even in the previews, you could like show like a tentacle like coming out and like grabbing him by the leg or something. You
Yeah.
can think that's a giant leech the whole entire time until
That should
you
be-
see it.
The popping of David Hasselhoff's head should be the selling point for the movie.
Yeah.
Just you see, watch out! Don't go back in the water, and then just somebody reaches out, his head explodes. Myrtle Leach.
Myrtle.
Or like the scene just before it like grabs him, so like it leaves you on edge, wanting to see that scene.
Right.
I'm not sure if a cameo. David Hasselhoff could be something in the movie that appears real quick
he's the
throughout
lifeguard.
movie.
He's the guy that basically is watching these girls on the beach. So
David Hasselhoff should be a bartender on the bar.
He gave the tip to the bumbling detective. David Hasselhoff gave it to him, and the bumbling detective gave it to the smart detective.
And they both went to their boss.
I'm being awful.
And
loud
he's
at this point.
Yeah.
running around.
And the boss just gets loud at them. What the hell are you talking about? We better get off those drugs!
He's like, I don't know, but I just really believe him this time. You know?
I saw it. I saw monster tentacle porn. I don't know what the hell it was. It was. She was on the beach.
It was Jamie Lee Curtis.
Weird.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
And I think there was sex involved, but then it killed her and dragged her off into the water. I don't know what the fuck just happened.
But like Jamie Lee Curtis is like in the pyramid at the center of the island, and like she's like the queen tentacle monster.
I can just see like a confused
final
David
boss.
Hasselhoff trying to explain this. Like, I have no idea what just happened. I was on the beach and I was trying to pay. I was serving drinks, and then the next thing I know, there was tentacles, and then it was really hot, and then it was really fucking scary, and then she was gone, and there was blood, and
I can imagine the cops telling the boss, so you're trying to tell me that you believe this stupid asshole,
Pardon
right? So what you're trying to say is that you believe this stupid asshole.
And then he's like, well, there's no such thing as tentacle porn monsters.
Get the fuck
he's
out
like,
my office!
Ching.
immediately
Like,
turns it on.
Yeah.
Opens up his manga.
Yep, that will be it.
Oh man, I got a dry throat. Sorry about the coughing that is killing me.
It's alright, we are pitching the ultimate movie here.
Then again, I mean, people might think you are partaking, which he is not, by the way, in the blessings of Mother Nature. He's just really, genuinely have a cough, if you can believe that.
I have had a cold for the past week. It is not tentacle porn at all. My throat has not been violated by any tentacles any time in the past few days, anyway.
True.
That you're aware of.
I can't recall the weeks before. Could have been tentacles. I have no idea.
I plead the fifth.
The fizz.
All right.
Sisyph on the fifth.
Wanna do another one?
I mean, you just
I gotta get going.
Yeah, no, I think this would probably be a good time to to go ahead and cut it down for the evening, and evening for us could be any time of day for you guys. So from us all here, I'm not going to say goodbye for everyone. Everybody else say goodbye for themselves.
Au revoir.
Peace.
Make it a great night, evening, afternoon, morning. I hope somebody's listening early in the morning. You make it a great day, sir or miss.
Take care.
I hope you guys sponsor this movie that we made.
And
Yes.
yeah, hey,
It'll
go
be
ahead and
worth
make
it.
the movie.
We could switch some characters up, but
Yeah.
Hell with that. I got the application. We'll go write the damn movie.
I'm dead
Yeah,
set on
okay.
Brenda's song, though.
Yeah,
song.
Brenda's song. Yeah, Brenda's
please.
song will do it.
Well, you guys.
If you hear this, Brenda, I love you.
I love you too.
Yeah, Sep.
I don't want to come off too overly aggressive here. You know. I mean,
Next time we
please
make-
come for the movie.
I need to bring back the Barry White music.
I'm quite a bit older and indifferent to you, but thank you anyway.
Yeah, we need to bring the Barry White music for when Seth mentions his crushes.
Can't get enough of your love, babe.
Good night, everybody.
Goodbye.
Good night.